Hey everybody, welcome back to another MB Hatches Farm video. Today this video is going to be part of our playlist, Troubleshoot Your Chickens. Now we created this playlist so people like you and I can go back to time and time again and get all the information you need to help troubleshoot your backyard flock and your show flocks. It's just going to be an endless library of as many videos as we can post on common problems that you run into with your chickens, a natural way to fix them, or the cheapest way to fix them. So let's go ahead and get this video started. So the subject we're going to be talking about today is spur spots. We call it that here. That may be a North Carolinian thing, but we've always called it that my whole life. A lot of you won't know what it is when you see it. A lot of you will know what it is when you see it. But I will say there's so much misinformation on this topic. And for the past couple of weeks, I've been looking on some of these forums and all these groups and stuff on Facebook and other places. Of course, they're everywhere. It's almost crazy at the amount of misinformation that people are putting out over this topic here. A lot of people are even culling their chickens because of it. So we're going to go ahead and dig into the details of this, show you what it is, tell you how it happens, and also exactly how to fix it really easy. Now the first line of misinformation that I did read was spur spots or ride sores is only common in certain breeds. That makes absolutely no sense at all. It's common in every breed, and it'll happen with every flock you have. Unless you have your ratio right with your chickens, it's going to happen. And sometimes it does anyway. What you're looking for with this is, the first thing you're going to see is little soft spots like that where some feathers has been removed. You can almost start seeing some skin there on Diana. Of course, it's not all the way down to the skin. There's still some under down there. And you can tell some feathers new feathers are starting to grow back. So when you see something like that, that's the first sign of what you're looking for when we're talking about spur spots or ride sores. Okay, so let's go in the chicken tractor here. We're up here with the minus. I'm going to attempt to show you a way more severe case of this and what it looks like when it's left unchecked. All right, so as you can see, this minus gold breed right here, this hen right here on top of this bucket is our worst case we had. And of course, most of you guys know we came down with COVID. Had no idea this one was this bad because she's one of the three girls that's been broody. We have some chickens here that's laying on some eggs, and as you can tell, she's not happy. Very broody, but look, even broody, she's not really that mean. She's laying on a ton of eggs, but as you can see, we have several cases of it. So what is ride sores or spur spots? All that is just where that one particular hen has been overmated versus the rest of your chickens. And there's a lot of reasons why this happens. Regardless of what you think, every rooster has a favorite hen. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 favorite hens, and there's many different reasons why he has those as a favorite. A lot of times it's just because sometimes those hens do not submit as regularly or as easy as other hens. It challenges him more. Sometimes it just pisses them off more, and they just go ahead and do that forceful breeding thing with that one chicken until they decide to submit the way he wants them to. A lot of other times it has to do with size factor, things of that nature. Some smaller ones they can't keep their balance on because, you know, the rooster has to do the walk and dance on the back of the chicken before they breed. So that little mating ritual alone is exactly the reason why these hens lose all the feathers on their back. As the spurs grow, they will get more sharp, they'll get more pointy, and cause way more damage. Now, at first it just seems like this is something simple. Chickens losing their feathers, they're always going to grow back. Not always. If you leave this unchecked and they get the first sign of blood or sore or any scab on their back, they're prone to infection without feathers and stuff. Then the next thing you're going to have to worry about is antibiotics and removing that chicken from the flock, because you cannot eat the eggs as long as they're on a bunch of medicine. Don't ever do that. So when your chickens are taking anything for sickness, they need to be moved out of the flock. Then you got to quarantine, discard the eggs, can't even throw them back to the chickens. You just got to discard them. So the best thing to do is prevent it altogether, and we're going to show you how to do that. Now the number one way to fix this problem is a chicken saddle. Now, a lot of people have never seen one. It still amazes me how many people don't know what these are and have never seen one, but this is a chicken saddle. We order ours from an Australian company, really high quality. These things are breathable. A lot of people are talking about, well, if you do use these in the summertime, it's going to be really hard on the chicken. We do it all the time. Absolutely does not hurt your chicken at all. It helps promote the feathers to grow back. And also, there's a big myth that roosters just won't breed chickens with this on. That's absolutely not true. They do all the time. This just protects your chicken's back from getting scratches or scabs or any open skin until they grow back. What is breed specific is how fast those feathers do grow back. Sometimes it takes months for the chicken's back to get fully better or have all their feathers back in place, as long as they're not cut or have open sores or scabs. It's just bare skin. Then obviously they'll heal faster, but at the same time it can take months depending on what breed you have for those feathers to grow back. So you always want to check before you just take them off, and you also want to make sure your chicken's 100% better. Like I said, the ones we order is from an Australian company. I think we bought these a few years ago for around 12 to 15 bucks each. These things have 2 or 3 different sizes on it with the snaps, so you can put them on bantams or heritage breeds, and we're going to show you how to actually put it on the chicken now, because we're going to go protect some of ours in the flock. Now, another good little tidbit of information I'll share with you here that we use here on our homestead is we're naturalists. We like to keep things organic and natural, obviously, when it comes to our chickens. And what we like to do here, if you're somebody that wants to do a little something before you put these saddles on, it's perfectly fine to go ahead and use some coconut oil. Put a really light application on the back of your chicken's bare skin before you put this saddle on. Make sure they don't have any open wounds, scabs or anything of that nature before you do this. Also, coconut oil is great for the inside of your chicken also, but we're going to cover that in another video. Coconut oil will help promote really healthy skin much faster, and it'll also help those feathers come in a lot faster too, because your chicken's skin ain't so sore and flaky. It just helps really good with promoting healthy skin on your chicken, so remember that. Okay, so here we are. We got the hen in question up here on the garden deck so we can work with her easier. Already got a light coat of coconut oil on here. Again, you don't have to do that, but this chicken's back's pretty rough. No open sores, really light on the scabs if there's any at all. So how this thing goes on is, you want to make sure that your snaps are up on the upside, not down on your chicken skin. So you want to take this and put the snap side down. You want to take these straps right here and you want to wrap it under your chicken's wings and bring it back over, just like that. Now, the snaps here under this is so you can put your snaps under here, and then it's protected so it don't come undone. You have 2 different sizes that you can use. She's kind of small, so we're going to go ahead and use the shorter one here, and then we'll try it on the other side and make sure it's not too tight on her. So we're going to take this one, we're going to flip it up. Make sure they're pretty flat. You don't want them twisted up under there. You want them flat. And your hen will adjust once you get her set back down. It'll adjust. These things are not tight at all. They're really loose, but they just fit in the perfect spot, so they can't really shake or get them off. But so now we have both of our snaps on there in the tightest position. All we're going to do now is snap these 3. You do that by placing your hand up under here so you're not putting pressure on your chicken's back, and just snap those 3 snaps. And we've never had these things to come off or come loose any at all. No matter how rough the rooster is, now she has a good protective spot. And what's actually lucky is we got some of our coconut oil soaked in on this guard too. So that's all there is to it, guys. It's really easy. As you can tell, it is an Australian company. Anyway, I may post a link down in the description below. They're not really sponsoring this video. It's just a product we really like to use. We can use these things all summer long. And she's trying to get away. We can use these things all summer long. It's not going to hurt her back in the summer or cause hot spots or anything like that. They're really breathable. And we're going to go put her back in the pen. You guys can go with us and watch the release. There she is, putting her back in with the rest of the flock. As you can see, there's another one right there that also has this vest on. She'll ruffle her feathers and get it adjusted a few times, like you see her doing now, and she'll go right back to work. Now again, this does not stop the rooster from breeding that hen. It just keeps her from getting more damaged until their feathers come back. And as you can see, this one over here is already adjusted. She's fine with it. Okay guys, there you have it. Simple, easy fix. Again, depends on the type of breed you have, how fast those feathers come back. It is perfectly okay to leave them through the summertime though. They'll be just fine. Now this Down Under company is not a sponsor. They don't even know we exist. But again, like I said in the video, we have used these same saddles for years. And they've been really, really durable and strong. So why not shout out a great product? All right, everybody. We're going to go ahead and leave a link to the playlist here. And we want to thank everybody for watching.